I welcome all primary threes to our next lesson of Literacy 1B. I call upon your attention. Thank you. So we are still talking about social services members. We are still talking about social services. And as I told you, social services are just services provided by the government or non-governmental organizations to people in order to live a better life. Then we talked about examples of social services. We have transport services, electricity services, banking services, security services, health or medical care services. All those ones are social services, examples of social services. Then we have so far finished talking about health or medical care services. So today we are going to talk about another social service, and that is nothing rather than transport services. Transport service. All together. Transport service. So here under transport, they will ask you what is transport. They will ask you what is transport. Just say transport is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. Transport is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. Transport is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. Are we together? Remember, this is Literacy 1B. They will ask you such questions. What is transport? Define the term social services. You should be able to define all of them. Are we together, children? Good. So in case they say, what is transport? Simply say, transport is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. And under that, they will tell you the people who provide transport services. Who are these people who provide transport services? Have you ever seen a teacher providing transport service? No. So we have these people here are the ones concerned with transport services. We have what we call the drivers, cyclists, sailors, pilots, captains. I get it? Those are the people who provide the transport services. They will tell you the service providers for transport service. Just to mention some two from here, all three of them. We have the drivers, the cyclists, the captains, the pilots, and so on. Again, not bringing the doctors. Doctors provide what we call health or medical care services. Then the teachers provide education services. Are we together, children? Then under transport still, they will ask you to give some of the types of transport. Types of transport. We have what we call water transport, we have what we call road transport, we have what we call railway transport, and we have what we call air transport. All together, children. So when they tell you to define what transport is, simply say that. Then if they tell you to give the types of transport, mention what we call water transport, air transport, railway transport, air transport. Then under these types, children, we have what we call means. Under means, they'll say, list down the means for road transport. They want you to give the things people use on the roads. Those are the means of road transport. You talk of cars. We have cars, bicycles, motorcycles. Mention them with things we use on roads. We have cars, bicycles, motorcycles, taxis, buses, lorries. All those ones move on the road. They are the so-called means of road transport. Then when they say means of water transport, which things do we use on water? Yes, you talk of boats. So boats are the means. They are not the types, but they are the means. Boats, we have the ship. We have the ferries. We have the ferries. They are here. And so on. So these ones here are the means of water transport. These ones here, the cars, the motorcycles, are the means for road transport. Let us see the means for railway transport. Which ones do you use on the railway transport? We use what we call the train. So train is the mean there. together. We have the trains. We have the trains as the means of railway transport. What about for air transport? Which means we use on air transport? Yes, you talk of airplanes. Talk of airplanes. Helicopters. Helicopters. The jets, the rockets, all those ones are the means for air transport. The airplanes, the helicopters, the jets, the rockets, they are the means for air transport. Means I have told you the things we use for a particular type of transport. If they say means of road transport, mention those things you use on the road. You talk of the cars, the motorcycles, the lorries, the taxis, they all move on the road. Are we together, children? Yes. So when they ask for types, they are here. You talk of road transport, water transport, railway transport, air transport, and so on. When they talk of people who provide the transport service, you come and talk about these ones. Are we together, children? Yes, thank you very much. So activity is going to come down here concerning what I have been teaching you about transporting services. I'm going to give you some 10 numbers down there on your hard copy. The one you're going to pick on Monday, you answer, attempt, and secondly, separate the books. I don't want to have my book having another subject. Every subject should have its own book. Thank you very much, children, for listening to me. We meet again. Stay home and stay safe. Bye-bye.